everybody, this is Cassie from Southeast by Midwest, and today we're going to do something we haven't done in a while, a makeup tutorial. This tutorial is going to be for a Valentine's Day look, so if you want to see how to get this look, just keep watching. At this point, I've already moisturized and done my skincare routine, so I'm going to start out with the Hourglass number 28 primer, and I'm going to just put this all over my face, just so my face is nice and hydrated and moisturized. Otherwise, my face just sucks up the foundation. However, I am going to let this sit for an additional 15 minutes. While I give my primer a chance to soak in, I like to prime my lips as well. I'm using the Jouer Conditioning Lip Treatment, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. Also during this time, I'm going to go on ahead and prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is a favorite of mine, and this just makes sure that my eyeshadow won't crease and that it will last the whole day. I just dab this on, and then I just rub it in and let it sit as well. For foundation, we're going to go in with the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous in shade 110 with a beauty blender that has been pre-moistened. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to dab this all over my face, just some of the product, and then I'm going to take it, I'm going to pounce this to kind of blend it in. And I'll give you a second to see that, and then we'll move on. Now that we have the foundation on, we're going to kind of let that kind of sit, and we're going to go in with start with the eye look using the Too Faced palette and a Tease flat stiff brush. For this first part, we are going to use white chocolate, and we're just going to put this all over the lid, kind of almost up to the brow, and we're going to do this on both sides. Next, we're going to go in with Salted Caramel right here and a Sedona Lace EB13 brush, and we're going to apply this color right into the crease, and we're going to make sure to blend really well. And again, we're going to do this on both sides. I'm using this color just as a kind of transition in a blending shade to help the other shades blend better. Next, I'm going to start with the darker shade, and this is Cherry Coral in the palette using a Sigma Blending E25 brush, and I'm going to apply this into the outer and bring it into the middle part. I'm actually starting with the darker shade instead of the lighter shade so that I can lay the lighter shade that I'm going to use on top of this to keep it from getting lost. Now that we've got that on, I'm going to go in with the Sigma E40 brush, and I'm essentially just going to use this clean brush. It has no color on it, and I'm going to use this to kind of fade this out and kind of blend it a little better to make sure there are no harsh lines on the edges or to where the light color is going to go. So I'm going to take the Sigma E55, which is my favorite brush for just kind of packing on the color, and I'm going to use Strawberry Bonbon as my light shade, and I'm just going to apply this all over the first half of the lid. Now, this might look a little rough at first, but we're going to fix that in the next step. Next, we're going to go back to that Sigma E40 brush that was clean, and we're going to use that to kind of blend these together a little bit so there are, again, no harsh edges. Next, we're going to take this little bitty Real Techniques accent brush, and we're going to use Champagne Truffle, and we're going to put this in the inner corner and bring it just a little bit over on the bottom waterline. Finish up the eyes, we're just going to use a generic eye blending brush and bring that Cherry Coral down underneath on both sides. Moving on to the brows, I'm going to use Benefit's Gimme Brow, and I'm going to use this to fill in my brows. I didn't want to go too heavy on this. I kind of just wanted to fill them in and give them a little bit more definition. And I am going to allow these to set before and dry before I actually set them with a gel. While we let the brows set, I'm going to go in with my Tarte eyelash curler, and I'm just going to curl both eyelashes. Now that the lashes are curled, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I really like the wand on this mascara, and essentially I'm just going to apply a coat or two to each set of lashes, and I'm going to use this mascara on both my top and bottom lashes. And as you can see, I did brush my eyelid there, and while it does stay there in the video, once it dried, I actually did kind of take a little eye makeup remover and it just came right off. Since the foundation did a good job of covering up any like spots I have from eczema, I'm actually just going to take the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer as a brightening concealer underneath my eyes. And as you notice, I didn't do just a sweep. I actually brought it down and over. And now I'm going to take the, again, Wet n Beauty blender, and I'm going to take the side of it, and I'm going to use this to kind of, again, pounce and roll just to kind of get that to blend in really well. After giving that a minute to dry, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever 152W brush and the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I actually like this because it's light enough, and especially with this smaller brush, that I don't go overboard and make my makeup look super cakey due to my super dry skin. Now for blush, you can have a couple of different options. This is actually the Laura Geller Blush in Brighten in the shade Pink Buttercream, I believe, yes. And this would be a nice subtle blush if you didn't want a lot of highlight. Another option is the Milani Baked Blush, and this is in Dulce Pink. And this one actually has a bit more shimmer, so it's going to have a bit more highlight to it. I'm wanting my highlight to be a little bit more poppin', so I'm going to go with the Benefit Havana blush, which is a bit of a flatter blush, and it kind of gives you just a nice little flush. I'm going to use the Real Techniques Multitask brush to just give a nice little flush to my cheeks and pull it back just a little towards the ears. Now, you know, for a Valentine's Day pop-in highlight, I had to break out the Becca Cosmetics Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm actually going to take Champagne Glow in the white opal shade, mix those together, and dust those right on the tops of my cheekbones. As you can tell with the foundation and my chubby cheeks that I have actually no definition to my face, it just kind of looks flat. So I'm going to go in with the Tarte Sculptor contouring crayon and the Tarte Slenderizer brush to kind of blend that out and kind of give my face a little bit not only more definition but kind of some, you know, contour lines there. Now that my brows have had time to dry, I'm going to go in and set them with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I'm now going to set all of that with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray, which allowed my makeup to last so long, and it actually kind of helped it look refreshed and non-cakey. You didn't think I'd forget the lipstick, did you? I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Melted Lipstick in Melted Peony, which is this nice pink shade, and I'm just going to apply that to the top and bottom lip, and we're going to be done. So hopefully you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Like I said, we haven't done one in a while. If you like these, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see a specific tutorial, I can try to do that for you. Leave me a comment down below. Until then, make sure to subscribe, follow me on the social media linked in the description box, and bye!